Hi everyone, this is Carol Siddle here with Journal Dream World. Glad to see you're here and thank you for stopping by. This is my first video of the new year. Happy New Year! Yay! If it was me, I'd be jumping up and down screaming, but we have a baby in the house, so I can't do that. But anyhow, I am coming on to let you know about a really cool challenge that's going on. And it's with Lori Padilla at Piles of Paragraphs. And that's all one word on YouTube. And she is doing a grungy tag challenge for 2025. And I love everything grungy. For example, here's a tag I did recently before I even knew this was going on. I just love grungy. I love Tim Holtz grunge, anybody grunge. And you can pretty much make anything grungy, which is really cool. But anyhow, I wanted to let you know she has started this, obviously in January. It's a 12-month, one tag per month challenge. Just give people, everybody's schedules are different, to give people time to be able to do it. She's really cool. She's got some really cool stuff on her YouTube channel too. So if you go over there and check her out, she's just really cool. And she has a lot of really good ideas. So, but I just think she's great. Like I said, it's a 12-month challenge. She'll post the prompt at the beginning of each month. For January, her prompt is labels. The video that tells you about the challenge, this is the title of it. Grungy Tag Challenge 2025 Announcement. She's got another one after that where she actually makes a grungy tag, which is really cool to watch. But this is the one that has all the information. I didn't want to write that all out. You can go over there and check her out. She gives you, different ideas. She talks about the rules of it and that kind of thing. So, like I said, go to her YouTube. You can see all the info. These are the two hashtags that she wants for to put in your, if it's a video or even if it's a picture, to label it with these tags. It's hashtag Grungy Tag Project 2025 or hashtag Piles of Paragraphs. Actually, not or, both. She would like both of those tags. So I'm going to get started on mine. I'm very excited to do this. I haven't done any videos in a long time. I had to step back for a while. I just had to, where you get kind of like where you're just feeling like dry. And I think every artist goes through that kind of a period at some point. And I just felt nothing. And I really do think that had a lot to do with years of being in really deep grief over the loss of my son. But I'm like, I can't. I miss my art. I miss doing it. I miss videos. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my video. So I can get I'm trying to grow my channel, and any help is appreciated. So anyhow, I'm back. I hope to make more. I've definitely been making journals. Plus I like to journal. So that's kind of like, I am not only an artist, but I'm also a writer. So I like to write my journals a lot. So anyhow, I am going to get started on this. I'm going to put this, let me see if I can get this. If you want to take a snapshot of that, you can. It has, all, like I said, all the information where you need to go. So, go over there and see her. Now, here is the tag that I chose. This basic paper. This is holographic paper. And I just saw it and I'm like, how can I grunge that up? So my little brain got working. And the first thing I did was just put some black paint splatters on that. And I used, for that, I used Dina Wakley's Media Glossy Spray. And in black. You could use anything though. Anything that's got a dropper or even a paintbrush, you can, flick it y'all know that. I don't need to really go into all that. So I wanted to start with this. I pulled out some labels, some really cool black lace. Because to me, grunge can be, it can be grungy, 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 dirty grungy. It can be fancy grungy. It could be goth grungy. It can be woodsy grungy. Grunge is a pretty all-inclusive kind of a word. Sometimes I feel grungy. Get up before I've had my coffee. I'm feeling pretty grungy. So anyhow, I got some labels, and this is just, I get a lot of my stuff for free, labels and stuff like that. I get a lot from the people that I follow, you know, but I get a lot off of Pinterest, because the only thing I make sure of when I'm getting stuff off Pinterest, it isn't somebody's design that I know, because they'll tell me if it's on Pinterest, to tell you if it's copyrighted or not. So I'm very careful about not, you know, stepping over the line or stealing somebody's art. So you kind of got to watch that. But they have a lot of good ideas. So I just put in grunge and got a lot of stuff. Love this paper. Found lots of cool. I think I got it. There we go. I had it upside down. So let's get started. So I got this. I got some paper scraps. I've got this. And I think what I'm going to do is grab my glue book. I just use old magazines all the time. My daughter gives me her old ones, and I just use them. I'm about done with this one. And I got a little bit of glue. I need to order some more glue sticks, because the little ones, I have really bad arthritis in my hands. Oh, this is, I have my fingernails painted black. I need to redo them. But I'm waiting before a retreat. I'm going to a really cool retreat, and with, my mind just went blank. It does that in the morning. But anyhow, I can give you more information about that later. It's really cool. But let's just tear some paper here. Gotta tear paper, right? Can't have grunge without torn paper. So, and this, I have, Bohemianism. Because let's put this, I don't want to cover all this up, you know, because it's so pretty. But I definitely want to put stuff on here, really make it grungy. So I'm just going to put that down there. And then I've got this, which I think I'll put up here. Who doesn't love making ephemera? I love making ephemera. And collages and doing, let's do it this way. I use my, and I got this idea from Gail Agustinelli. I use my Medicare, my old Medicare books, because I'm on Social Security. So I used the ones from last year, and I use them to make master boards. So these are just some, I'm hoping, want to do a springtime one. So I did these floral ones, but they make great because they're not too thick. So you can make a master board with them, and they're just the right size. So that's that was a great idea. Thank you for that, Gail. And let's see. So it is labels, so be sure you use labels on here. So I've got all these. And if I'm just doing a project where I'm just using that color, instead of having to buy, I get these bags of these little, I don't know what you call them, foam thingies. And I can just do like that to just do around a tag, and I don't have to, you know, buy a whole bunch of stamp pad stuff, because mostly I use I think like most people, vintage photo for stuff. So, because who doesn't love vintage photo? So we're just gonna start putting stuff on here. So we got that, and I got some washi tape. Let's put some washi tape right down the side here. Isn't that cool, washi tape? I love that. Turn the light a little bit more. So I got some material that I worked with some paint. I'm probably going to use that up at the top somehow when I'm done. Let's see, I'm just checking to make sure I don't know if you guys can see this. The light's not the best in here. I sort my washi tape by size, like thin, medium width, thick ones. It's just easier than trying to go through a whole box looking for what I want. So I got several out here. So let's just put this on. And I always tape it down, glue it down, because I just don't trust it to stick. Oh, glue fingers. Doesn't take much, but a lot of times washi won't stay. And I don't want to put it right to the edge, so I kind of want it to go down the center here. And I got a little piece of plastic card. You know those credit card things you get in the mail, like a ton of them? I just use those, or my fingers, to tear off the ends. You know, you just put it out here and just do like that, and it tears it really good. You can just stick it on your glue page. Okay, so I got that one. I thought I would put in something with red on it, because red's kind of definitely a grungy color. It's going to be fun to watch, see what everybody turns in for this, because I love to watch other people's videos. I just randomly look for videos quite often. I like to see, you know, not only what the people I've been following for years. I think Gail Augustinelli was the first person. I learned how to make junk journals from watching her videos, her old ones. So I've been watching her for 15 years now. I feel like me and Gail go way back. She may not know that. Let me see. I don't want it so much on there because the color's too matchy-matchy. I think I'm just going to put that there. Like I said, I want some of the holographic to show through. And then I make a lot of my own tags. I stamp sayings. I've got a gazillion stamps, and I'll just stamp them on a piece of paper. Then I take my blank stamps, blank stamps, and I take them and I go through and stamp all those, and then cut them out, and I've got my own stamps. These I did not do on, I think because I was out of it, I did not do on sticker paper, which is what I normally use. That way, it's already got a sticker backing, and I can just peel them off and stick them on. So you can see this is from my own little collection. I think there's another one over here. This is one I did. And it's a lot of fun to do that. It's so much fun because you can do floral, you can do numbers, You can do words. You can do splatters, the alphabet. You can really customize the kind of labels that you want. And of course, there's so many stamps out there that are generated to labels or numbers. Like, I've got one that I ordered. It's just like rulers, different rulers with numbers, and I've got a ton of them. I mean, seriously, hundreds. Let's get some of this paper on here. I love the bird with the key. I'm just going to rip him out. Let's just do that. Get that out of my way. I'm just going to get him out of here. Have fun with it. Have fun. That's the whole idea, right? This is all meant to be fun. So I hope everybody's having a great New Year start to it. I cannot believe it's 2025. I mean, I'm old enough to... I'm like OG now, according to my granddaughters. Old, basically. So I can remember when 2001 Space Odyssey came out, and it was like, because I like science fiction, and it was like, oh my gosh, that just seemed like forever away. And I'm like, man, what were we thinking back then, you know? I love the fact that the bird's body is a key. So I want to get that on there. See, I've cut this. I found tons of different laces at the Goodwill that were like samples, and they were all bundled together. I mean, because you never know where you're going to find stuff. Look at this. Look at all this. A lot of the patterns are similar, but the colors are different. I got all this. I think all of this was maybe $2. It came in on the original sheets, the sample sheets. I'm a big thrift store shopper. My sister works at a thrift store, so she'll call. We got some stuff in today. You might want to get up here and check it out. I'm like, okay. It used to be that nobody ever bothered those sections, but now more people are doing their own crafty type stuff. So she'll say, you need to come up. Let's cut some of this off. It's so pretty. So pretty, pretty, pretty. I may not use this whole piece, but let's see. Let's cut this out. Let's make these corners a little bit more rounded, right? Okay. Making this a little, just cutting it out a little bit, make it form more to the arch. There it is. I still got my snowman mat on here. I get mats. I won't say from where, because I'll probably get comments on it, but I don't say where. But I have mats for like every season. This was my winter one. I got winter instead of Christmas, but he looks kind of Christmassy. So I got all these different mats. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of like cool like that. Maybe? Because it still shows through. Still shows through. I kind of like that. Now, since this is material, I'm gonna have to use some Fabri-Tac. I'm just gonna put a little line of Fabri-Tac on here. A good thing to, I don't even remember where I heard this. It was a long time ago. Because Fabri-Tac can, when it, it sits on your shelf, it can get thick inside the bottle. Like viscosity, which means thickness. It can get where it just it's globby. It's not coming out good. And a trick to that is get you some plain fingernail polish remover. But you can get it without the alcohol in it, which is what you want to do. And put a few drops or so of that in your bottle and shake it real good. And it thins it out. So you got to do it just a few drops. Did I do this upside down? No, okay. Thought I had it on the wrong side. Just put a few drops in and shake it real good, and then put it away because it needs to settle. But man, what a difference it makes. It like gives your Fabri-Tac a whole new life. So, and this stuff's not cheap. At least I don't consider it cheap. When you're on Social Security, man, every penny counts. So anyhow, there we go. Yeah, I guess I'm like most people. I started out, well, I've always done art, but then I went on to, I started scrapbooks, when they were, they still are with a lot of people, when they were just a super big thing. I made tons of scrapbooks. And I really enjoyed it. And then I was cross stitching. I've done scrapbooking. What did I do from there? I think cross stitching. What came after that? I think I did the cross stitching before the scrapbooks, because then I got into scrapbooks, and then I got into. I saw Gail make a journal on YouTube. It's right after I joined YouTube. And I'm like, holy cow, what is that? What's a junk journal? Boom, sold, done. Haven't looked back since. And for a long time, I sold my journals through Diane Shaw, Shawcraft One. And I think she's Shawcraft. My Old Barn Door. That's another name that she goes by. Before COVID, I used to sell journals through her because I don't have an Etsy, can't afford one. I think I need another tag over here. This is really looking pretty. Do you think it's grungy enough? I think it looks kind of a little sexy grungy, huh? Why not, right? Not dead yet. I can still use that word. The S word. Yeah, I am. It's just, I live with my daughter and her family. I'm divorced, but me and my ex are still really good friends. It was very amicable. And we had 2 kids. One's gone now, but I'll see him one of these days. I talk to him all the time. His name was Ben. Very handsome young man. We miss him, but I'm not one to... I'm sad. I have my times, believe me. I keep that to myself, though, at night. It's not something I really want to... It's hard on my daughter. That was her only sibling, so... I'm very careful about that. I'm very aware of that. We need some red over here in this corner. What color is this one? Is that too dark? I feel like I need something dark over here. No. That's kind of cool. That's the alphabet, I don't know, because it's labels. So I'm trying to find stuff that's more label looking. That's not really, that's more label-y. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I wanted to get a couple. I think these are Tim Holtz. No, these are not Tim Holtz. They're just random. Random dudes. Put you there. I think I have another one. Another guy somewhere. There he is. There he is. Hard to see sometimes when they're this tiny. Oh, sounds like my daughter's vacuuming. She has, my daughter, her name's Eve. And she has a 17-year-old, a 15-and-a-half-year-old, a 22-month-old, and she is 7.5 months pregnant with her fourth. And she's lucky enough to be blessed to be able to stay home, take care of her babies. And we're all excited, and they're all girls. And her husband's really cool with that. He says, I think I was meant to be, well, I want to put this here. So I think let's put him here. Oh, that's where he's going, because he's down there now. So life is very interesting around here with all these different ages. My youngest granddaughter, I have a grandson. He's 2 months older than my 15-and-a-half-year-old. So he'll be 16 in May. He lives in Florida with his mom. So I don't get to see him very often, but we talk. His name is Cash. He's my son's son, and he is a spitting image of him. But they are such good kids. We are blessed because they're all straight A students. They're already figuring out what they want to do and where they want to go for college, and really proud of them. So me, I'm just puttering along, enjoying being retired. Yeah, I can talk. I know how to talk. Retired. I don't know. I think that might be. I might be getting too much on here. I'm gonna lose the. I just feel like it needs more washi. Let's see. Let me put this on here. I think that's enough in the label world. Man, I got all these little labels over here. These won't fit anywhere. Treasures. I don't see one that these aren't really jumping out at me. I do like this one though. I could put another one there. I could put another one there. That's a cool one. Want to do the goodbye? A little math. Anybody want to practice some math? There we go. Math was not my forte subject in school. I'll tell you what, my favorite subject was social studies. Social studies and English. We didn't have art classes. I grew up overseas, and Department of Defense schools. My father worked for the military. We lived in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba for 12 years. Yeah. A very tiny, my graduating class was 23 people. If that gives you any idea how many people live there. It was a fun place to grow up, though. I had horses. I was real involved in the horse world for a while. Okay, that's too big. I don't know if I want something that dark because it's like hard to see it. Okay, so far, this is what I got so far. I feel like I need something black and white. But it can't be that long. I got all these. How come it's so hard to find something? I got this music one. Got this music one. I could just tear it off on the end. Yeah, I think I'll just do the music one. So anyhow, I hope everybody's doing well and getting back in a regular groove of things. You know, with all the holidays, you know, you go from Thanksgiving to Christmas and the decorations and all that, and we just finally got the house like undecorated, which I love Christmas. We have like trees everywhere. Trees, lots of trees. And some of them just have white lights on them. We don't put the colored lights on all of them. And I think we had, last time we did it, we had 9 trees this past Christmas. It just looks like a forest in here, and I love it when it looks like that. That's what it needed. It needed something light up here. Oh, I'm sticking to the glue. Okay, so, and I think this, I'm just gonna do across the top. Figure that one out. Okay, so far, this is where we're at. And, you know, put in the comments if y'all got any good resolutions. I don't normally do them because I never stick to them. I'm like, and I feel like I'm, I don't lying or something when I put something and I don't stick to it. So I'm like, and I feel some of my resolutions, if I was to make them, would be something I should do or want to do all the time, not just for 1 year. I have this one, but I think it's too thick. I have this one, which was that. Let's do the numbers. I think I want to do them down this side. So I tend not to do them, but if you have anything really cool or what's a good goal for 2025? My first one is God, no more illnesses. You know, we can focus on getting this country straightened out. But prayer works, so I do a lot of that. Okay, so let's get this one right on the edge. Sticking to my fingers. Oh yeah, there we go. It just needed some heavier over here. That looks much better. So now I'm going to snip this and rip it. Oh, I love that sound. I love that ripping sound. Okay, now I don't need it. I could just do straight across, but I think I just want to ruffle it up. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, now this. Let's get this out of here. I'm sticking to it. Everything's sticking to it. This is really sticky. It's really sticky. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. Artists and artisans. That would be me. Oh, pretty. Okay, so there we go. So here's, I can cut it off on the ends, but I kind of want to get it. Put my fabric tack on here. To saturate this pretty good. This could definitely, it's getting globby thicky. I need to do what I told y'all to do, is get my fingernail polish remover in it. Nothing like baby wipes. I get them by the box full at Costco. It's way cheaper. Okay, so let's get top on this. The good thing about fabric tack too is you can wait a little bit longer. It doesn't dry as quick. Our glitter glue is what I use, and I like these little bottles. I love these. I'll put it in here because it doesn't clog up as much with that little top on it, and I can always get a fine bead. I think I paid off Amazon. I got like 3 bottles and toppers for like $6, and it's a good size for me with my hands because I can't squeeze those big bottles. They kills my hands. Okay, so we're gonna start. Gonna start down here. I'm actually going to start with it turned over. This is going to be interesting, people. Let's see if I can do this like what I think I want to do. Okay, and then I'm going to press it down. Kind of want to pleat it. I don't kind of want to. I want to. I want to. Sounds like a song. I know. Sometimes I make things more difficult for myself. I'm one of those kind of people that I do spur of the moment stuff. It's like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So that's how I want it to look. So that's what I'm going to do. It's whatever strikes my fancy. I'm very eclectic journaler. Yeah, I can talk. Right now I've got 10 journals for sale. But because I've been kind of like off doing videos, oh gosh, it's gonna be too short, isn't it? Well, I can fix that, she said. Okay. So let's put that like that. I knew I shouldn't have cut it off yet. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue here. It's always fixable. That's one thing about art journaling and junk journaling. You can always fix it. There's always a way you can cover it, hide it, paint over it, sew over it. So this is just going to look like a pleat. Look at that. You never know. Don't tell anybody, right? I just told everybody's going to look at my channel. Please stop by and say hi, nothing else, and Happy New Year. I love to hear from people and what they're up to, what they're making, and to learn about different channels, you know. Because if you leave me a comment or something, I'm going to go check your channel out if you have one. I'll go check it out. I like to help people by subscribing to their channels. It doesn't cost anything. Doesn't hurt me. I don't have to pay anything for it. So that's something I like to do. Help the little guy. I think I'm kind of losing my corner here. Okay, let's just put that down like that. See, it's not quite, so I can kind of like spread this a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it came out pretty good, I think. I'm trying to get this stick right there. Wait a minute. I want to do it like that because I want to tuck it under. I want to tuck it under on the corner. Make it look a little bit more finished. Then put some glue on here. Whoop, I hate those strings. It does that. I got Fabri-Tac all over my fingers. Then kind of even it up here. Okay, put that over there. Don't need that anymore. I think that looks good. I think there's something different. Just feel like I need to like grunge it up a little bit more, right? There we go. It was too white. Too white. It needed some darkness on it. I mean, when I was growing up, man, I went through every genre you can think of. I was a hippie for a while. Then I think my junior, senior year, I was goth for a while. I was then I don't know what I was after that. I can't remember, but I've done the goth, the hippie, the whatever, hardcore. Did hardcore. I'm old, but I like hardcore music. Go figure. We used to have at my old church, which unfortunately, with finances and COVID, it had to shut down. But anyhow, on Friday nights, we would allow kids to come play with their bands. We would have a night where the kids could come over, and lots of chaperones. I sold the food. I made sandwiches, like 100 sandwiches. Church wasn't that big. for the kids, and then I would sell food to make money so we could have these things. And so I called it Hardcore Foods. And oh my gosh, I had so much fun. I was a youth sponsor for 8 years. Loved I worked with high school kids. I loved them, still to this day. And it's really cool because in my community, now I walk around, I can walk around, I can go to the mall. I don't go to the mall often. I'm not much of a mall person. But I always see one of my kids, as I call them, and Miss Carol, Miss Carol, Miss Carol, and, they'll have their kids with them. And it's the coolest thing to have that and see them. And do you remember when we did this? Remember that? I used to go to all the summer youth conventions. I don't know, I'm hoping a whole bunch of different people stop by my channel and like and subscribe. I'm really excited that I'm hoping that this year will be without any COVID drama or too much world drama, that we can just feel a little bit more normal about things. So anyhow, I'm hoping for that, and so and I'm feeling better about things to where I can get back into what I really love doing. And I think it was hurting me that I had stopped doing it, because it's my happy place. It's my happy place. It's my happy place. I've been watching too much Mickey Mouse Clubhouse with a 22-month-old. Save me. Save me from that. I know too many Mickey Mouse songs. But we have fun doing it. Oh gosh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back and be able to talk to people out there. Bless y'all, and thank you for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. This is my grungy tag for January for Lori Padilla at Piles of Paragraphs. And please go to her channel and stop by, and please like and subscribe to me and help me out. So have a blessed rest of your day, and I will definitely be doing one next month. I might even make a journal online. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm figuring out day by day. But thank you for your time. God bless. Have a great rest of your year. Bye.